So hello everyone, in this particular video, we're gonna see how you can set up the Stellar CLI development environment in your machine. How you can install, the Stellar CLI in your machine. So right now I'm in my Windows operating system, but I will be showing you the steps and telling you the steps for the macOS and Linux machine as well. Okay, so first of all, visit your browser and search for Stellar Docs. Now visit the first link. Okay, so I'm visiting the first link, and here you need to visit this setup section. Okay, here it will ask you to install these three things first. It will ask you to install Rust, then it will ask you to have an editor. You can use VS Code, and then finally we'll go and install Stellar CLI. So let's start with installing Rust. For Mac and Linux user, it's very straightforward. Okay, you can copy this command and run it inside your terminal. Okay, and it will gonna install Rust in your machine. Okay, and set up the path as well. For Windows user, okay, you need to visit this Windows section, and then you need to download this rust-init.exe file. Okay, so I just downloaded that file. Let me open this. Here we go. If you are doing this for the first time, okay, Windows user, you're probably gonna see this blue box, okay? So let me expand this a bit so that you can see it fully, okay? We're gonna see this blue box with this more info URL. Click it. Once you click that more info URL, you will get this run anyway button. Click it. Now it will open your terminal asking you three questions, okay, giving you three options. I will go with the one, okay. See, it will ask you to have Visual Studio Installer installed in your machine, okay, if you don't have it installed already. So type one, okay, let me type one, then click enter, and it will start downloading the Visual Studio Installer in your machine. See, it's downloading. So till then, let's wait, guys. See, it's downloading Visual Studio Installer. It will ask you like yes or no. Just go with yes, then continue. And let's wait for it to get download and install. You can see the download process has been done and now it's installing. Once it's installed, you will see your Visual Studio installer running. Okay. Okay. So see, it will ask you to have at least 3.38 GB of storage in your machine. Okay, and it will gonna download this much amount of file. Okay. See, I need to download this particular build tools. So let's install this. Okay, so you can see the Visual Studio installer has been downloaded and now it's installing, guys. So let's wait for it to get installed. As you can see, the installation of Visual Studio installer has been done, and now let's click OK. Okay, and yes, once you successfully install your Visual Studio installer, now you will get these three options. Type one, click enter. Now it will install some stuff, for example, components for your cargo. package manager, and other stuff. So let's wait till then. Okay, guys. So look at here, guys. Once you successfully install Rust, you're gonna see this output, okay? And it will ask you to press enter to continue. So let's click enter, okay? If you want to see whether Rust is installed or not, you can open your new CMD, okay, command prompt, and you can type Rust C11 version. Now, guys, Rust is installed, and now we need to install some build tools, some CPP build tools, okay? And for that, you need to visit this URL, okay? So let me type it down for you. The URL goes like Visual Studio dot Microsoft dot com slash visual CPP hyphen build tools. Okay, so let's click at this. Okay, so it's actually Visual Studio. Yep. Okay, sometimes this particular page doesn't rank on the top, okay, when you search for Visual CPP build tools. So that's why man will type the URL, okay. And now you need to download these build tools like this. So you can click it and it will gonna start downloading it. You are installing Rust. If okay, for the first time, then you need to make sure you have this Visual Studio build tools installed. Okay. Remember while installing Visual Studio Installer, I got an option for an MSVC build tools. I selected it and then I installed it. Okay, and it took around 3 point something SPs. Okay, so remember to do that step as well. Okay, once the download is done, guys, let's just open this. Then go for yes. Now continue. Okay, so you might feel like you're doing this step again, but it's not like that, guys. Okay. See, you will see this particular pop-up, okay, once you try to install the build tools. Okay, so here, this is a very important step, guys. You need to make sure you have selected this desktop development with C++ option. Okay, and it will take up to like 6.64 GB of space. Okay, so you need to download only this particular option. Okay, desktop development with C++. Let's install it. Okay, so it will start downloading Visual Studio build tools. Okay, so let's wait till it gets downloaded. So again, according to your internet speed, the downloadation time will get decided. So let's wait, guys. You can see, guys, the Visual Studio build tools has been installed, and this was the very important step. Make sure to do this before you start downloading your Stellar CLI in your Windows machine. Now what? Now we will go to the next step. Okay. Now again, guys. So we have done this part of installing Rust in it. Okay, and the Stellar build tools are also installed in our Windows machine. Now, guys, the next step is to install the target. Okay, all the users, no matter whether you are on Windows, no matter whether you are on Mac or Linux, all of you will be using this command to install in the target. Okay, now open your CMD, type this command. Okay, the command is just click enter, and it will gonna start downloading the target. Okay, so we'll be using target to basically get WASM file out of our Rust smart contract. Okay, so wait for it to get downloaded. Cool. So you can see, guys, the installation of target has been done. Okay. And now let's move to the next step. The next step is to configure editor. I already have VS Code installed in my machine. Okay. And you can see it's asking you to install Rust Analyzer extension inside your VS Code. Okay. So we'll be doing this when we'll be creating our folder structure and all. Okay. Mm, The next step is to have our stellar CLI installed. Okay. So see, we got different command for Mac OS, for Linux, and for Windows. Okay. See, if you are on Mac or Linux, then you can use view install stellar CLI command, and you can install this stellar CLI. If you are on Windows, then this is what you need to do. See, you will see this particular link. Okay. Download the installer from the latest release. Click this latest release link, okay, and it will download the .exe file. Okay, so I need to log in. Let me log in. Okay, okay, guys. So I think they have made some changes to the doc, and this latest release link isn't working. Okay, but in regular scenarios, if you click this, it will gonna start downloading a .exe file, okay, with name stellar CLI. You need to download that file and then install it just like you install any other thing. Let's say in some case this link doesn't work, then you can visit this particular link, okay? Latest release. It will take you to the GitHub, okay? And here you need to scroll down till you find this assets section, okay? If it's not expanded, then click and expand it. Now we need to download the Windows version of Stellar CLI, okay? So this is our Windows version. Let's click and download it. So you can see it has been started. Okay, so the download has been started. So let's wait for it to get completed. Okay. Okay, guys. So you can see the download of Stellar CLI has been done. Okay. So now let's open it. So this was the file. Okay. I need to extract it. So let's set here on the, yeah. I got this particular extracted file. Now let's open it and install our Stellar Shell. Again, see, it's asking me, okay, this blue box. Now let's click more info, run anyway, and that's how you install. Okay, so if you are, let's say, doing this for the first time, it may ask you to accept some agreement or accept some policy when you double click this. Okay, so just click accept and then just do next, 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 install if it asks you that thing. Okay. But in my case, see, I double clicked and it installed, and yeah, that's it. You can check whether Stellar CLI is installed or not by opening a new CMD and typing Stellar hyphen hyphen version. If you see out like this, it means Stellar is successfully installed in your Windows machine, guys. Okay, now, guys, the reason I chose this way of downloading this file and then installing this Stellar CI, because if you use this command, okay, first of all, you need to make sure you have winget installed. If you are on Windows 11, then you get winget installed by default. If you are in some old operating system of Windows, then you need to first install winget and then you need to run this command. And running this command takes a lot of time, guys. It can take up to like 30 minutes. Okay. So the better option is to download the Stellar CLI and then install it. Okay. Now, after doing this, guys, after installing Stellar CLI, okay, so this is a optional step, okay, auto completion thing. You can skip it and directly move to the Hello World project. Okay, so till here, guys, we have seen how to install Stellar CLI in your machine. Okay, so thank you. And in the next video, I will show you how to run the Hello World project, how to set up the project folder structure, and build and deploy the smart contract on this Stellar testnet. Till then, bye bye.